Hey, welcome back. It hasn't been 2 years and I'm making another video. Another little sketchbook flip through video. This is a little moleskin pocket sized notebook. It's not even a sketchbook, but it kind of was just a general idea collector, quick sketches on the go. Try to keep it with me as much as possible. I didn't mark it specifically on what date I guess I did. It says the 28th, and then the next day is February 1st. So that makes me think that I started February 28th of this year, and a lot of these things are sort of get up early in the morning, before I'd have coffee or eat breakfast. I would try to do kind of like the morning pages thing where you in the morning pages you're writing like 3 pages, but sometimes I'd try to draw a few pages in here. And for me, there's something about not being awake and drawing weird stuff, and a lot of times it's bad and sometimes I like it, and it's a fun little thing. So let's flip through. Yeah, this immediately started out like pretty kooky, and a lot of these sort of surreal landscape type things led to actual drawings in my other sketchbook that I showed the last video. So there's not a lot to talk about here. Just quick sketches. This one definitely became a piece in the sketchbook. Volcanoes, floating people were a thing at the beginning of the year for me. See, as you can see, I was drawing on both sides of the page at first, and then I just noticed there's like so much bleed through that at some point I stopped doing that. Just some pretty silly things. Sometimes things just get completely abandoned. There are plenty of things in here that maybe I could go back to and use. All these things, or a lot of these things though, are things that went into my sketchbook. I've already said that like 3 times, but they did show up quite a bit. This one didn't. Could be a good one. It's kind of nice actually, like flipping through this, because I haven't looked at this stuff primarily since I did it. So it's like, well, maybe I should go back through here more often. This is one piece. These 2 pages. I like her. She's sweet. This was possibly 1 line, all done 1 line. She might be dancing there. Okay. Tried her once there, tried her again there. Try her again here. Upside down city. Rabbit guy. This definitely became an image in my sketchbook. Oh, these are definitely like, I got into using my brush pen. Okay. Everything was done black and white, so I used the Pentel brush pen a lot. Sometimes I'd use a Micron, like a 01 or 005, I think, a lot. Towards the end I got into using this Uniball Vision, and then a lot of it was the Pilot G207, but this right here is definitely the brush pen. This is probably the Micron or the Pentel one. It's hard to tell sometimes. Okay, this is going into a drawing with the kids that I work with. Sometimes we'll do a thing where they'll draw something and I'll copy it and back and forth. And so this is definitely one of those. And I think this is probably like I drew what they drew. They try to draw what I draw. I'm drawing what they drew. And then we're back to me doing my own thing. Okay, and then we're back to drawing with the kids again. This is drawing with the kids. And then I'm back to my own thing, back to the kids. Back to the kids. Drawing with the kids. I think this might be the last one. Here we go. There's a floating person. Some clouds. A turtleneck. Maybe a dancer. This is definitely the Micron with the thinner tip. Back to following the kids again. Again. Still. And again. This is a one line. Just all one line. Not one line. Carrying a cactus. Again, this is like, 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm half asleep. Probably 5 o'clock in the morning. This brush pen. And then these guys were definitely like early morning drawings. Sleepy guy, sleepy guy. Eyeballs for before coffee. Little skull. This was one line. Another one line that I quite like her a lot. That's kind of what I think that's just about how we finish this up. Yeah. Did this guy back here? Yeah, these like, I kind of like this like above the eyelash or above the eyes, the lines for some reason. So I started doing that here and here again. I quite like her a lot. I've been drawing her a lot in other newer sketchbooks too. And this guy just cracked me up. I don't know where he came from, but he has his targets for nipples and then his chest hair. Pretty goofy. I think is this the last page? Yeah, this is the last page. Another one line drawing. Okay, that's it. And then we're even going to start a new one. I got one of these Talons Art Creation sketchbooks. People are always raving about these. 80 sheets, so that's good, right? I think the quality should be better than that moleskin notebook, at least for drawing. And I thought, yeah, I just would get another pocket notebook and keep this early morning thing and just having something that's not quite big as my normal sketchbook on me, like keep it going. Okay, it comes with a little dilly bopper. Oh, it says you can use sketch, pencil, charcoal, chalk, graphite, crayon, ink, and watercolor. Okay. So maybe I'll branch out a little bit. Maybe this won't be just black and white. Oh, there's no pocket, which is kind of a bummer, but you can always add a pocket. That's all stuck together. Okay, I like to bend it back and let it go. Let's just do a little test here. This is the Uniball. I'm not a fan of white colors, so I'm gonna have to just like live with that and embrace it. Sometimes what I think I'm not a fan of is actually just fine. So I'm just gonna embrace it, even though I typically like just white paper. Okay, what is this? The Pilot feels pretty good, I'd say. Okay, let's see how the brush pen does. At least there's not as much bleed through, so I can carry it over maybe from page to page. Yeah, I feel like it's better than for that. Let's see, is that a tear? Is that a nose? Who knows? What's this micron got? What about a Sharpie? How does that do? Does that bleed through? Yep, that bleeds through. I don't typically use a lot of Sharpies anyway, so I think it'll be okay. Okay, I think this will be cool. This will be a good pocket sketchbook. See how long it takes to fill up. Okay, that's all for this week. Have a great day. Goodbye.